How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Ham Radio Crash Course. Welcome to Saturday. Today we are going to be playing around with JS8CALL. It got an update. It is linked in the video description. You should definitely go download it and install it because we're going to be having fun with it live on HF Ham Radio. Enjoy the memes. We're going to get started real soon. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thanks for coming back to the Ham Radio Crash Course. Appreciate you taking the time out of your busy weekend. This is a really big deal. An update to JS8CALL is something that we've been looking for a long time. It is a often used program for keyboard-to-keyboard communication. So if FT8's really not your thing and you use that to kind of frame your lens of how you look at digital communications in ham radio, you should take a second look by trying JS8CALL. The updates here are going to give the capability for groups to be a little bit more effective in their communication, as well as it takes care of a lot of, I would say bugs, but they're not really bugs. They're more freeing themselves of the architecture of the past that they kind of had to deal with. So yeah, we're going to check that out and have a little fun with that in a minute. So let's see. And of course, there we go. Make sure to check out hamtactical.com if you haven't. Help support the live stream. Help support my podcast, which we should be recording after this live stream with my wife. So make sure to check it out. Now, I do have important news update. News bulletin. Yaesu has announced an extension cable for the FTX-1 to the Optima. This is something that nary 2, we've been told, impossible, would not work, but Yaesu's figured it out. Probably, got to point that way, probably using unicorn hair or something along those lines. They have figured out how to make a 5-foot or 10-foot extension cable. I'm literally holding a similar cable just for the DIN connection in my hand, because I thought they said it was impossible, but there we go. $120, $129 on this drop, and I have a panel of radio experts here to chime in on it. I have Mike, Kate MRD, and Jason, KM4ACK, live via satellite. Gentlemen, how are you this fine evening?
Excellent.
So what are your thoughts here initially on this cable?
Well, unicorn hair, that's probably why it's so expensive.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And Mike, you went off and have played around with creating your own remote cable for the Yaesu. What's your take on this whole thing?
Well, I just stuck 2 wires in the back of it and hooked it up to my amplifier, and it worked. So I'm pretty sure I did it wrong. But yeah, it's interesting they came out with this after just constantly saying this is not for mobile. It can't work. It won't work. All this. I literally canceled my Optima order when I found out that it wasn't made for mobile, so I don't own the Optima now. And if I want to buy the Optima, I get to spend an extra $200 because it was only $400 if you bought it with the FTX, but it's $600 if you buy it separately. So that's kind of
the cable.
Plus the cable, yeah.
So
I get to spend another $720.
Yeah, so that was an interesting point. It's when you buy them together in the Optima package, you're almost buying the amplifier for $200 less. So you're
right,
because right out of the gate they said it was not possible. Now you have to go buy the cable or something along those lines to make this all work.
And the amplifier for an extra $200. And I'm sure there's a lot of. I don't think I'd really want the Optima. I didn't buy it for that. I bought it for field. But man, it's a hell of a sexy and nice radio for mobile. Like. Works with the ATOS. You got to put a duplexer on there, but that's nothing new.
That would. That's a good point. But I like the Optima so far. But yeah, hot news that we're just commenting here on a creation of an extension cable. We didn't think it was possible, but they figured it out. So it's good to hear that it works. We like that, but. I don't know, the fact that they were kind of like, no, it's impossible. In fact, there was some comments that like it'll void your warranty, which I was a little worried about hearing that. So anyway, thought we'd clue you all in, folks that are watching, because we're out here with the breaking news as always. So thanks everybody for watching. But no, I'm happy
that they did come out with it though.
Yeah,
overall.
yeah, of course,
Like,
of
I
course.
think it's
in the long run, yeah.
either poor communication between Japan and the U.S. team, or I don't know, man. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed, but I'm happy that it can be done.
News correspondent via chat says they have a discount for those cables, Ham Radio 2.0. Yeah, it's if you use the code JOSH over at Gigaparts. Make sure you check that out. You get a discount. Well, gentlemen, you both, of course, this is Mike KMRD of Ham Radio Tube and Jason KM4ACK of his YouTube channel. Make sure you go check them out. Both of these individuals are JS8CALL users, but from different ends, bookends, if you will, of the spectrum of use. Mike has famously been on a lot of my live streams where we do JS8CALL things, and he is my every ham kind of person that we tap into to look at it like from a non-techie nerd kind of standpoint. And Jason, you're familiar with JS8CALL because you actually are a techie nerd too, so you obviously love that too. So interesting. I've dragged Mike into JS8CALL here, the update. Jason, you're kind of new to it. You haven't installed it yet, but what has been your use cases in the past for JS8CALL?
The biggest use case for JS8CALL is being able to A, have an actual conversation via the keyboard, and B, being able to get messages, receive those, or send those without the other operator needing to be at the keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
So in more of an emergency natural disaster type situation, you could leave it running and receive messages while you're away from the keyboard. So that's kind of the fundamental difference between it and several of the other digital modes that's available.
Yeah, and Mike, have you used JS8CALL outside of the live streams that we do every year?
No, I would like to, but I don't want to go too much on a diatribe, but it's interesting they're making a new version of it. I hope at some point they actually make a manual that tells you how to use the radio, the
hey,
software,
Mike, you
not
can just watch my
what
videos.
It does. No, I won't do that.
So it's not like a JS8CALL 2 Electric Boogaloo update. This is an update to JS8CALL standard, and we'll look at some of the changes. The interesting thing I think for everybody watching is like, what's the big awe factor? Why should you go get this? So you can have a group that you can send messages to a group, right? And people in that group will respond to it, see them identified and all that. But now you have the capability to store messages in a local group inbox that can be queried and downloaded by group users. And we're going to show you a little bit how to do that in as we go along here. But I thought I would pull up the website. So let's get our crew in here. So the website for the updates.
One of the cool things worth mentioning, especially for Linux users, is this release comes in an app image. So that's going to make it infinitely easier to get up and running.
So what does that mean specifically? It's that it's an RPM file, it's an install file?
No, so an app image, instead of actually installing anything, you download it, you make it executable, you double click, and it runs right there as one image. It doesn't rely on any dependencies because all of those are baked into the app image. So that's going to simplify the installation process quite a bit on Linux.
It'll also help all the people who use Windows 98% of the time and Linux 2% of the time. They can just double click on it and it runs instead of having to build anything or compile or yum download or yum app, whatever, to get it. But all right, let's take a look at this. So believe it or not, there's actually been 2 updates. I think the 2.3.1 was just a kind of a late bug fix. So this came out on June 27th, and that was some changes that they just made. An update to the major, but you can see now there's an exe file, RPM, a DMG. So this, Mike, do you have this running on Mac OS now? Yeah. So the big thing here, and for everybody that's running in the background, I'm going to go to the big update. And where is it? Yes, right here. Fortran and shared memory is removed, so JS8CALL no longer uses Fortran or required shared memory segments, which that, I believe, was that weird crux of have to go in and run some terminal commands on Mac OS, Mike. Do you remember having to do that?
Yeah.
So
you just copy and paste a command in terminal, and that's it.
Did it get rid of that, though, on the new one?
Well, you need that for WSJTX, so I don't know. But I completely wiped JS8CALL from my computer. I went into all the library save folders that don't actually get deleted when you uninstall, and I deleted them. So we're starting from scratch.
Yeah, so hamlib now updates to more recent radios because we haven't seen an update for JS8CALL in, I believe, over a year. I could be wrong. You can go to the GitHub and see a little bit more. They added some visual updates to the dB slider for the volume control, which, again, you'll see in a second. Or hopefully you're taking this time while we have this lull before we get to the action to download it and install it and run it. And if you're going through that, make sure you add yourself to the HRCC group under the General tab in Settings.
If you're let me jump in really quick. If
yes,
you
please.
are installing this on Mac, when you open it for the first time, you're going to get a pop-up that says it's from like an untrusted developer or something. And the new Mac OS is different, where you used to be able to just hit open anyway. Now you have to go into the settings and then go to privacy settings, scroll all the way down to security, and you'll see JS8CALL asking for access, and you have to click that to give it access the first time.
Ah, okay. Another big thing is now it supports TCP connection, so I guess you don't have to have the PC directly connected to the radio, which can be helpful for some remote folks, and as well as some other stuff. But here, and you can go read this, guys. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. It's going to take too long. But here's really the big thing that I wanted to get into. And while we're going to kind of get everybody back up to level with explaining how to use JS8CALL, this is the big thing, this group messaging. So again, I already mentioned it. You can have a local inbox to store messages for your group that someone else can query against that and then download, or you can actually push messages out for people to save. At least that's my understanding as I read this. So we're going to try this out. We'll see what everybody says. And we are doing this live, of course, so who knows what's going to happen. But Mike, I think we're already getting a ton of people commenting on JS8CALL. So let's show you what that looks like real fast. And we are on 20 meters right now, so if you want to follow us along, you can do that. Mike, are you up and running?
Well, yes. Look at that.
So Mike and I had a fantastic time actually yesterday. Let me show Mike's. Oop, that's the wrong one. Mike and I had a fantastic time yesterday, actually being able to communicate very easily. It was pretty awesome, and he is on there now. So we will we'll pin him for a second.
Well, I'm not really doing anything.
Well, yeah, but you're running in the background, and Jason is going to hang out with us and add commentary, but he doesn't have a screen up and running for this right now. So we will we'll just do this live. So I'm going to show you guys again. You're going to pull this up, and it might not look like this, right? There's a lot of stuff going on in the background. So we're going to walk through this a little bit. First thing you want to do is go up to File, Settings, and you're going to be greeted with a window like this. And it's pretty much the same setup for WSJTX, right? You're going to use the exact same thing. Let's see. I think Mike is following along a little bit there, but I'm going to straighten this out a little bit.
I'm moving windows.
Ah, yes. We're all moving windows right now. I, too, am doing that. Okay. Gotcha. Now, you're going to put in your call sign, your Maidenhead, so I'm DM03. You can look up your Maidenhead locator if you have not. There's a cool app called Maidenhead on iOS. I don't know about Android. Jason, do you know of a good Maidenhead app for Android?
Not off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
So something I do, I just open up hammers when I need my grid square.
That's a good one, too. That'll do it. Yeah, so behavior, I leave it pretty much stock. I will click at immediate transmit CQ, reply, save messages, direct messages, and check for software updates. I don't think that's ever worked. And let's see. I want to make sure I have PSK reporting turned on because I believe that works now, and I haven't done that. I also set my idle timeout to 999 minutes of inactivity. So for radio, that's where you're going to actually connect it to your radio. You should know how to do this, but if you don't, bring up your device manager, plug in your radio, and you should see a port appear, a new port, and then you're going to, select that one in the drop-down. And this will change depending on which type of radio you're using. If you're on an ICOM, it's most likely going to be data bits of 8 and stop bits of 1. For rig options, we're using cat control mode. I just put it as, we should leave it as none. Data packet's the right thing to do, but I have it as none right now. It works fine. Let's see. Audio, make sure you set it to speaker and microphone. You have to have that set up or else it's going to crash out on you and you won't be able to hear anything. Okay, so for reporting, I believe there is a new thing here. Where is it for PSK31? Do we have that? or not PSK. Yes.
It says
Check this
enable
option.
spotting to reporting networks.
It looks like I already have that on, so...
You were blowing up my ham alert earlier.
Most users do not need this. Okay, so I think we already have it. But make sure you have that selected because I think they did fix some stuff there. So then let's just move through that. That's fine. Okay, great. So you likely have it connected to this point, hopefully. If you have questions, you can bring it to the after chat, which is a live stream we'll be doing after this. We'll take your questions live. They can be about the show topic or anything. It doesn't really matter. Or you can post them in the chat. Just make sure you type in question. Otherwise, I won't see it. Okay. So how this works is everything on the right-hand side of the screen are stations you've heard. So all those call signs that are going down the list, those are all stations that my radio can hear, my computer, etc., etc. Next to it on the left-hand side, or sorry, not next to it, on the far left-hand side, these are all the different frequency spaces that you can see on the waterfall. And there's a lot of traffic because we're live right now on it. And then in the middle, that light blue section is kind of all the messages that are either from me or directly to me. And you can see that items in red are people coming to me, and then blue is things going out from me. Now, I like using the heartbeat function, which is right here. I'm going to do that right now, and what it helps to do is populate the names on the right-hand side. So I'm going to go ahead and issue a heartbeat. I know mine looks a little bit different. I'll explain that in a second, but I want to show you how it works. I'm going to go ahead and send heartbeat now by right-clicking, and we should see some action coming. Right above my head, right next to me, right there, we should see something.
We should transmit those down here, though, right? In this yellow?
Yeah, on the left-hand side. It should be your little window that you're transmitting on should slide up to right here, right? And then hopefully, and you can see them coming in, you'll start getting some red dashes of people replying to my heartbeat. That's right. We got a DOS boot reference in the house. The heartbeat function is kind of like pinging to see who you can hear at any one moment, but you really don't need to be doing it a lot. Ooh, somebody's got
some spicy audio there.
Who's that?
That's me.
Okay.
That's the sound of my heartbeat.
Yes. Oh, and it looks like Mike and I have a direct shot to each other, so this is going to make the live stream a little bit easier.
Look at that.
All right,
Just
so
like yesterday.
Yeah, very good. So for those of you that have never done this, right, you're like, okay, well, what good is this? Well, I'm going to go to my buddy Mike, so he's right there. I'm going to double-click on him, and now everything in this little screen below the blue screen is directed towards him. It's now my comments to him, and I can say, hi, Mike. Thanks for being on the show. That's a little bit long, but whatever, we'll let it run. Because this is going to go in 15-second increments, and it's going to chunk them out over time to do it. And so Mike just has to patiently wait as the messages are coming in live to him. So we're going to wait for that to happen right now, and then I'll show you some of the more advanced features you can do.
I should probably get out of the heartbeat section there, huh?
Shouldn't matter. You should be able... it should move you automatically. Interesting that it didn't. Let's see what he's saying.
It should decode regardless.
Well,
yeah.
But
so you can see on
if
Mike's
I respond to
screen.
you.
Mike's screen says K at MRD. You can see it. Thanks for being on the live stream. Some of you might see that as a bit blurry, but you can trust me. That is indeed what it's saying. Or Mike
So do I have to
it.
double click on you to respond to you?
Yeah, you can do that. Or you can right click on it.
Not on the message on your call sign.
On my
here,
call
though,
sign,
right?
yeah. You can send a number of things. So he is replying to me in some matter-of-fact way. So we'll see. It should pop up on my right screen. I think that every time we've done one of these live streams, Mike, we didn't really have good, solid connection to each other. So it was always we were bent piping through other people. Like Don, Don's in the chat, by the way. How's it going, Don? We were kind of relaying through Don and a number of other folks to be able to get it out, which was always pretty funny. So we know the buzzing is happening. See? We can see it right there. K at MRD, :KI6NAZ to me. So he is responding to me. Thanks for the info. Indeed.
I wonder how that RFI is getting in there.
Maybe your connectors? Choke them. choke them all out. You know the game.
I got chokes on them. I got triplet USBs, but it's going through the. No, that's not even going through the mixer. I don't know. Whatever. Just gonna have to deal with it.
That's right.
I'm sure I'm not the only one that has this noise when they key up.
Yes. Let's see. So Brooks is adding, and we always get someone to comment on this, and it's a good point. If you enable heartbeat acknowledgments, and so what that is, and so if you didn't catch this, if anybody issues a heartbeat, like Mike did, I replied back to him with my signal strength that I heard him at. It's kind of like JTX does for an FT8 call, but people can use that to get a rough idea of like how loud they are. The reality is that if you are going to be like transmitting a lot, talking to a lot of people, or brokering some of these group messages, you might want to turn the auto acknowledgments off, right? So I will be doing that here shortly, just so that we can proceed.
Where do you use that up here?
Yeah,
somewhere?
so that's a great question. Upper right-hand corner, there's a button that says fast or multi or auto. And so right now I have enable auto reply, enable heartbeat networking, and enable heartbeat acknowledgement. So I'm going to uncheck heartbeat acknowledgements, and I can turn off enable auto reply as well. But I think I'm going to leave that on because we might actually get some people queuing or requesting I send messages to them. So
auto reply is just for heartbeats, or?
Well, there's actually no. So there's auto reply for like directed messages, which I'm actually going to demonstrate through you in a second. And then there's enable heartbeat acknowledgement. So you probably want to turn the enable heartbeat acknowledgements off for right now.
It already is.
So I'm going to go to Mike, and I'm going to right-click on him. And you can see a little menu pops up, and I can go directed messages to K8MRD. And so this is where you're going to spend more of your time with some of the more, I'd say, advanced features of this. So if I go to question hearing, what are the stations you are hearing? Top 4 ranked by most recently heard. This can be helpful if you're in a situation where you can't necessarily reach to the guy you want to talk to that could be states over, and you need to broker that communication through others. If any of you are familiar with packet radio, this is the most reminiscent of that hearing function that works in packet radio. So assuming Mike is not transmitting at the time, I am going to issue a hearing command to him.
We'll know when I am.
Oh, you are?
No,
okay.
I said we'll know when I am.
Ah, yes. That's true. That's true.
Shout out to my buddy Snow Cones there.
Yeah. So
coming in good in Washington.
Josh from W2 Land, great question. A lot of things on JSA Call you can get from hovering over the thing, and he asked what do the little stars mean. That means they can hear me. They're confirmed as being able to hear me. So that's great. I can go to those people, and I can get back directed messages.
So what is this window I have? It says a transmission is queued for auto reply, KI6NAZ, hearing these guys.
Hit yes.
But what is this doing?
You're going to reply back with the top 4 stations that you can hear. So that was the response to my directed message call.
There is a setting inside.
You're hearing these guys. Who am I hearing?
That's yeah. So I can hear you and you can hear me because that's star. And so now I'm asking you, who can you hear? Because I might be able to extend my communications to other people outside of my propagation area by using you to broker the communication.
So you're just you could relay through me.
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
And maybe I'm trying to hear. Go ahead, Jason.
There is a setting where you can disable where it asks you and just does the thing.
Yeah. Is that under the settings? I think it is. Do you know where it's at, Jason?
I do not off the top of my head, and you've got a comment covering up part of the screen right now.
Ah, thank you.
Yep.
Interesting. I didn't have that checked. Okay, that was Mike, so that's why. All right, so Mike can hear, let's see, hearing KF8CMF and a number of other folks. Let's see. I didn't get Mike's back, though. Interesting. So maybe it took too long, Mike, for you to say yes.
No, it gave like a 90-second timer.
Did you hit yes, though?
Yeah. That's why it transmits. I mean, see here, it's this right here.
Oh, you know what it was? Is I think I was transmitting because someone asked me what I was hearing. K8CAG said, "Hey Josh, who are you hearing?" And I replied back to him. So you know what, guys? I'm gonna go back into the settings and I'm gonna go ahead and ask for confirmation before sending auto replies. But since we have Mike is able to hear me, I'm going to right click on Mike and I'm going to go back to directed messages and I'm going to go to message. Where is it? Message. And I'm going to add a message to his inbox. I'm going to say, let's see, what do we want? What is it? 21 miles per hour, the average speed of a unladen
Which message did you
European swallow. What's that?
Which message did you hit? There's several.
I right-clicked on you. I went to directed
Right.
messages to KMRD, and then I went to the one that says, please store this message in your inbox. So it's going to be message and then open bracket message.
Got it. Yeah, okay.
Now, we should hopefully see if he closes his window there or his get rid of that right-click thing. Oop, that's definitely the wrong one. We've already hit the news. So I'm sending him a message. Unfortunately, his screen's a little blurry because screen share works a little bit better for this mic, but that's okay.
Do what?
I don't know why. I don't know why Zoom is so bad with this. I think we're gonna have to split to. Yeah, there he goes. So he got a notification from me in his inbox. Yeah, why don't you send an ACK message if you'd like to?
A transmission is, what does that mean? Just acknowledging that I got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So where's that message?
So if you go to View in the top and Show Message Inbox, it's towards the bottom.
21 miles per hour is the average of an unladen European swallow.
Should have put average speed.
Talking about
but
airspeed velocity.
That's right. So that's
But
just an
if I'm
example.
not on, I'll never get this message.
Well, you got a pop up.
Yes, you will.
And you can actually see a little. Oh, you know what? The flag is gone now because you have a message from me. You'll actually have a little flag next to my name. At least it should if you received it. Otherwise, you would have to look at your inbox. Yeah. So let's see if I can store a message.
But if I don't have the radio on,
Yeah.
that message just vaporizes into the ether.
Well, let's try it this way. So yeah, that's true. So I'm going to store a message for Mike. So I'm going to go back to my screen. So let me show you guys how to do this. I'm going to right click on my name and I'm going to go to store message. Mind you, I have double clicked on Mike already. So we are actively working messages. It actually says K8MRD there in that black menu. But if I click on or right click and say store message, I can say keep these numbers secret. 12, 48, 72. Oh, 62. Fine, we'll go with that.
69.
Now, Mike, you can right-click on my name at this point, or my call sign, and you're going to go to, which one was it? Directed messages. Query messages. Do you have any messages for me?
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
So
And Mike, if you
this
wasn't
would
on
really
the-
be more practical if you actually had a comms plan set up with people.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Like, you're not just gonna in the ether like, here's KE6UVW. Do you have any messages for me? Like, you're just taking a shot in the dark.
Yeah. So Hardwired is, of course, mentioning make sure that the other station is actually on the air before you start sending a message. That's true, except for if you can't actually hear them, right? So that's where it can be a little bit problematic. So hopefully, let's see. Did it do it? It doesn't look like it's doing it.
Good job, team. I sent it.
You did see it, or you did send it, and I have it.
Oh, you've got the auto replies turned off, Josh.
But it should have popped up a message, shouldn't it have?
Don't remember that.
Okay, do it one more time.
Where do we go? Directed messages.
Yeah, directed messages and then query. Directed messages, query messages.
Josh, I think you have turned that on by clicking the blue button up in the top right.
It's on. Enable auto reply. Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
But hold on. There's more, Mike. Now, message ID 20 is the full message. KMRD, yes, message ID 20. And so now, Mike,
yes.
you can right-click and go back to directed messages. You can go to query message ID and then put whatever it was, 20. Please deliver the complete message identified by ID. So message 20.
I just typed 20 in here. Do I get rid of ID?
Yeah, you're going to type in... Well, no, you got to do that directed message 20 and then put in the number.
So just like I have it. Should I put a space?
I think you do not leave the brackets.
Like anyone can even know that. So I have to get rid of the brackets.
Well, because the brackets are highlighted. You should just be able to type 20 and it should just do the whole thing. When it pops up, there's those brackets and the number is selected for you. All you have to do is type.
All right, let me do that again. So here, query message ID 20. Like that? Let's try it. I don't know.
Yes.
Hey, to answer the question on the screen, yes, you can ask, is anyone hearing a specific station? And it will give you a report and tell you how long it's been since they've heard that station.
Yeah. Let's, when I finish the replying for K8MRD's message delivery, we will show you how to do that via the all call function. So right now, we've just been showing you things like I'm talking directly to Mike, but at the top of the screen, there's something called all call, and then at HRCC. So all call is technically a group. HRCC is a group in this case, which you should probably load into your settings right now. I'll show you how to do that. Oh, wow. This is an old message that has been stored for you, Mike.
How?
I don't know. K4NDZ. Florida, California, Texas long path message. So somebody stored that in your inbox that I was holding for you. I don't even know how many messages I'm holding because you're like, you were number 20, and I'm like, wait a second. I've got 20 messages that...
Huh.
Yeah, pretty interesting. So let's explore the all call for a second. So
where's the secret numbers you saved?
A good question. Why didn't that? Let me see. That
Did
is...
he query the right
A new message
ID
received. Okay.
It's
There's
ID
auto
42,
reply.
Mike. Try 42 next.
Well, of course that's the answer.
Of course. That's weird. Yeah, because it didn't tell him the other one. Maybe it left a part of it off.
So it doesn't let you know you have multiple messages. So you kind of need to know to do this multiple times.
And it should have replied with all of them.
What is it? Query messages?
No. Query. No, go back. The other one that's you provide the number. We already know the number. It's 42.
Oh, okay.
And then 42.
42.
Send it. All right. So Mike is sending to me now. While he's doing that, I'm going to show you. Oh, HRCC's got a message for me. You see how there's a little flag? There's a message. If I go hover over it,
receiving
message is available.
Well, no, it should be able to. It should be able to receive multiples, wouldn't it? Like if several people are calling you.
Yeah. The bands are alive, everybody. JS8CALL is alive. Once a year, we come out here and really blow this sucker up. It's fun, though. It is such a cool mode.
I would really like to use this mode more. Like, I mean, the whole reason I got into amateur radio was for emergency communications. Mm-hmm. And when JS8CALL first came out, I made a video, and it was like really cool. But then my thing is just the documentation. The developers are doing a great job, but
They are.
Tell us how to use it in documentation, not just what it does.
Yeah, I mean,
Keep these numbers secret. Okay, there we are.
the first 12 years of my career, I was a software developer, right? And so and now I'm on the management side. So I completely sympathize with how difficult documentation is. And sometimes good documentation is actually not done by the developer that did the code. I know people, they chagrin that, but you haven't met all the developers I've met.
I don't think manuals should be written by developers, because when developers write the manuals, they're terrible.
Some of them do a great job. Some of them could do better.
Some
of them could do better. That's
like
why
my logging software, Rumlog, I love it, but
Yeah.
the manual leaves so much to be desired.
Yeah. So there you go. Hopefully you got those secret numbers,
Yep.
Mike.
Yep.
Keep those secret, keep them safe. So I want to know who all is hearing Mike K8MRD, right? And so that was a question we got earlier. So if I go to all call and I right click on it and I go to directed messages and let's see, query call sign. So it says query call and then call sign. So if I type that in or I click it, see how now it says all call, query call sign, question mark. So it's already highlighted all the steps for me. So I just go K8MRD and then I hit enter. Now what that's doing is it's sending a bulletin message basically to everybody that can hear me asking if they can hear K8MRD. So hopefully if people have their auto replies turned on, I will get people coming back to me. Now, this is an incredibly useful function, again, if you have to relay messages through another person, which you can do. You can relay text communication, just typey, or you can actually relay a message for that individual to store in their inbox, like I put an inbox message in Mike's inbox.
Hey, Josh, one more point while you're on all call.
Yes, sir.
You can ask everybody at one time, do you have any messages for me?
Oh, that's cool too. Yeah, that's it. I don't know if I want to do that at this exact moment. We'll wrap up the stream. We'll get there. We'll get there. Go ahead.
It'll only reply yes that I have a message.
Yes. So, oh boy. So you got a lot of people who can actually hear you, Mike. You're getting out there. A lot.
It's that 1010 80 meter infrared.
That's it, buddy. That's it. It's doing the work for you.
And all 69 watts.
So yeah, it looks like you are definitely getting out there because my screen is just totally full of people replying that. So okay, got it. Very good, cool. Like that's some simple stuff how to use. And if you did a Jason thing, which we'll do at the end, you can all call everybody. You can say hi. In fact, I'll say hi all, just like that. So now I'm saying hi to everybody. Now, okay, well that's sending off. I'm going to go ahead and pull up settings. So if you go back to File and Settings, and you go to Station. There is a call sign groups right there. And I've added at HRCC, all one word, capital letters, right? So that you can separate that by comma. You can add other things. There's lots of different groups out there. But HRCC, right? That's what you put in there. For the demonstration we're doing, and why not? I use that sometimes. I am using 50 watts right now. What are you using, Mike? Same amount of power?
69.
Oh, okay, 69. Very good. Okay, so there you go. Everybody's watching. There you go. We're in the stream. All right, so this group change, what they did now is they can allow you to store messages just for your group. So if I right-click on the HRCC group and I go to Store Message, I can just say, this is a test for the HRCC group. And it will save it. So now people that send the all call query, the HRCC query message, I'll respond back and say, yeah, I've got a message. And then people can actually download it. And so this is really helpful if you have a group of people you're trying to communicate with at one time. So I'll wait a second. People probably might start sending that. We'll see if it replies to them automatically. But I've got that flag there, and that flag is saying, hey, there's a group message waiting for me. So I'm going to query that in a second and be able to pull that one out too.
Where do I see a flag next to your call sign, but how would I know if I have something?
If there's a flag next to my call sign, that means I'm storing messages for you still.
Jeez.
I don't even know. I'm apparently your...
Josh, that means he's received a message from you.
Oh, received. Okay. I thought he was holding.
Yeah. No.
But
No, the
so
only
if
way
we
you can
just-
find out if somebody's holding one is if you query their station and it replies yes.
Ah, gotcha.
So
So-
we just saved. We just hit store message.
Mm-hmm.
So I stored a message in there as well. Where do you go from there?
You stored it into the HRCC group?
Yeah.
Yeah, just hang on to it. I'll show. I'm gonna query the group for messages, and we're gonna see who's got messages for the whole
All right,
group.
I'm gonna queue something here because NM2AT did something.
Yeah, Josh, when you get the black flag by a call or by the group, that says you have received a message and it is actually already sitting on your system.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought there was a notification flag. You had to go get a message from them.
No.
Seems like it should be the other way around, but I guess I don't know. Whatever. I don't know what I just did, but there you go.
Okay,
NM2AT.
so let's see. A couple of people queried, and they did not pull the message yet. We'll see. 2 people have now queried. It's message ID 41 is the message I'm holding for the group. So let's see if anybody figures out how to download it. They right-click on the group, directed message, and they can query message ID 41. Right, 41? Was it 41? Yeah, 41, and it'll download it.
How do you find that? You just query messages?
Yeah, I'll do it in a second. So
Okay.
I stored the message, and now we're letting people download it
How do you know it's message 41?
because I replied to it. They did a query message, and I replied to them saying, yes, message ID 41.
To you or to HRCC?
They messaged they queried HRCC messages. Everybody listening to HRCC asking, does anybody have messages? And I replied, yes, my message ID 41 is for the group. And I think somebody's doing it right now. They're going to pull. Yep, there it is. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's it's an ill-formed command, sir. Close, but no cigar. You left the bracket ID in. You got to get rid of the bracket and ID.
Okay. So I just got a query like we did before, which is this thing here.
Yes. So Paula is acting like a store and forward station. Yes, that's right. And just the most little bit more involved process of doing it. A little bit more human related. So
Well, now we can talk with all of our ham radio crash course friends.
Well, this is where I'm going to be I'm going to be providing my blog via JS8CALL now. I'm the message is going to be 1,300 characters, and I'll be transmitting for 5 hours for every one person that wants to download my blog.
Make sure you set it to slow mode.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Get the best reach.
Oh, we got
So
international fans. Matthias is in the chat from Argentina. How's it going?
What's happening, Matthias? So this November Mike 2 Alpha Tango queried a message for me. It did something. I don't know.
Yep.
But then it says, yes, message ID 4. So I was holding a message for him?
Yes, Mike. So I placed a message in your message inbox for the HRCC group, unbeknownst to you last night while we were testing this out. So no, to anyone in the group. Anyone in the group, you will reply, yes, I'm holding a message, and it will automatically send it to them.
Jesus. Well,
that's right. I did that. Now, there's so much traffic going on here. Let's see if I can find where actually Mike is. Is there a way to do that, Jason, where you can jump to? Yeah, he is on. There we go. So I'm jumping to the same space that he's on for listening so that I can hear what's going on that exact
how did
listen
you do
field.
that?
You right-click on the station, and you go to
Oh.
jump to, and then it says the
I
number
see.
in hertz.
The more capable you make any piece of software, the more complex it becomes to actually use it.
Spoken like a true developer. Okay, so I don't know what kind of messages are on HRCC. Maybe people have been storing messages. In fact, why don't you do that? Somebody, while we're taking up time here, store a message in your inbox for the HRCC anyone, and we'll query it live on the show.
So what is this show message inbox? Oh, that's just
Yeah.
that's what I posted.
Yeah.
So if I put this in the thing as the stored message, everyone's going to see that too.
Yeah, so right click on that and store message, and then yes, anybody will have, they could pull that message from you if someone was so inclined.
But I did that to the Ham Radio Crash Course thing.
Yeah, you can just do as many as you want, but that's the example I think you're talking about, right?
So if somebody queries a message to this, it's going to pull up all the messages? Or no, you got to do it again.
No,
so, they're only
so
seeing
everyone,
message 41.
yeah, because if you say HRCC, hey, everyone listening, do you have any messages, whether they're for K8MRD specifically or the group, then everybody will reply back with an ID number, and then you have to go back and get each one of them based off of the ID number.
So I wonder if anyone is seeing my message. Let us know in the chat. Did anyone download my message?
Good question from Hardwired. Where is Ultra Mode? Let's see. Is there an Ultra Mode? Nope. Fast. I'm running fast right now, but there's also Turbo. All right. Let's. I did send my message out. Somebody picked up on it. I said, message for the live stream, keep it secret, keep it safe from KI6NAZ. So I'm going to right-click on HRCC, and I'm going to go to directed messages, and I'm going to say, query messages, do you have any messages for me? Oh, somebody's sending me a message. Hold on. This is what happened last time. We got like a ton of
I'm gonna
messages.
do it. I want to see what happens.
Yes, hypothetically, you can force K8MRD's computer to forward APRS messages via JS8CALL.
I've got that option turned off.
Oh, you did? Oh, you wily bastard, you.
I'm not smart enough to know how to do that. The APRS on the FTX is actually pretty easy to use, though. So that's nice.
Did I hear him say something positive about APRS?
I think so, yeah.
It wasn't about APRS. It was more like a good comment towards Yaesu.
Yeah.
See, now I get a no.
Baby steps.
WR3X said no.
Well, yeah, he has none.
No. Oh, I see. So a bunch of people are responding. You get nothing and like it. Oh, someone's got a message ID number 2.
Yeah, we've got a noise bug in the audio chain somewhere.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I got to right-click on this guy.
N5SKT's got one. All right. So I just asked the entire group, hey, what's the message? And he said, yes. So if I go to N5SKT, which, oh my gosh, my actual page is crazy. Directed message. Let's see. We go query messages. Do you have any messages? Yep. N5SKT. Oh, message ID 1. Never mind. I can just halt that.
Nobody said they had message 41 for me, though.
I have now halted.
Did that self-destruct?
What do you mean?
Well, I did the query messages to HRCC, and nobody responded back with message 41. I got message 2 from KO4YRM.
So, I don't know, but hold on. N5SKT replied, yes, message 1. So I don't know how this is going to work, because I'm just going to say query message 1 straight to the group. I don't know that this is how this is meant to be used, but I'm just going to go for it.
Or maybe depending on how many messages each person has, you'll have a different number.
Well, to me, I would think
41.
I would think that I would have to actually go to N5SKT, like switch over to him and directed message to him for message 1. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they figured out how to do this. Remember, guys, this is a brand new, like, this. I literally installed this like 2 days ago, and I haven't played around much other than to seed K8MRD's inbox with a bunch of messages.
And I'm not getting anything back from that guy. Oh, there it is. A new message was received. Okay.
Dawn says, how to get HRCC messages from stations you are not hearing in the group.
There it is. Okay.
So you'd have to, I guess, relay, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
What was the question? How do you get messages from stations you're not hearing?
I don't know if that's was that an auto reply? N5SKT? Hey, Jason with the gifted memberships. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Oh, a new message was received from N5SKT. Okay. Oh, that's very kind. So he actually did send something. Where is it? Uh-oh. Interesting. It didn't go to the inbox.
Right-click on HRCC and say Show Message Inbox.
Oh, that's it. No. Unless he
No,
did.
I still don't have anything in there.
If you convert, yeah.
But see, I never saw your message when I queried it.
It's still sitting there. Go try it again. I thought I
But
replied
I just
to you.
want to do directed to. So HRCC, query messages. Do you have any messages for me? And then that guy came back and gave me a number 2. So I number 2.
Then you got to go back to him and say, "Give me number 2."
Well, I did, and he said, "Greetings from Pagosa Springs, Colorado." Hi.
Oh, there you go.
Beautiful, beautiful state. So maybe I just got to query it again, because when I queried you the first time, it said there was some message from like a year ago.
David Pearson says. David Pearson says when I SSHRSS show messages only shows my messages. Well, I think you're got your letters messed up. It's HRCC. Try that.
Ham radio shash shorsh.
Saucy. Okay. So I don't know. So N5SKT did send a message, and I think it said, "Please listen to the HRCC podcast," which I, thank you. Also drink your Ovaltine. I think that was the message, but it didn't show up in my inbox. So I think it was just the on-screen message, not the inbox message. They're slightly different things. Okay, so it looks like we got a couple of things. N5SKT, I think I might be able to just... Let me query him directly. Query messages. See if it happens that way. Oh, maybe it is under him? Right-click, show message inbox. Yes, that is... Okay. So, Jason, it was close. You have to go directly to the person holding the message. So, once you say HRCC query messages... and they reply yes, and you get them, you have to then right-click on that person and look at the message inbox. So, for instance, NO5IG, if I show messages, it says, yeah, I got one. Hey, nerds from NO5IG.
That makes sense because you had a black flag by his call.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, because I just clicked on your call sign and I had a flag, and then I went to the inbox.
Yep.
And then I closed it, and now, somebody's got something.
Yeah, the black flag is an unread message. Once you've read it, the flag goes away.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Don! Don says he's so impressed with this software, and Don's a hard judge, so I think it's come a long way, Don, because I know every year you're in the JS8 call with us, and I know you play with it, so it's improved considerably. I think this is a big one.
But see, I've got a flag next to HRCC, and I go show message inbox, and that's just the message that I typed. But I don't know if anybody has got that message. Does anyone see the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow?
So, wait, okay, okay, I was getting ready to reply to Paul's question. I'll get to your Paul question in a second. But what were you saying, Mike? How do I get the Captain Jack Sparrow? The popper of the surf. How do I download this message?
Well, I put it into HRCC.
Okay. So then if I say, let's see. You said store?
Huh?
You stored in HRCC, stored message?
Correct.
Okay. So then I'm going to go to directed messages, HRCC, and I'm going to say query messages. Oh, he's transmitting. I'll wait. I can tell he's transmitting.
Yeah.
So to go to Paul's question
then.
then.
Tones of RF interference getting into the...
Paul's saying, So be honest with me. Is this essentially a more complicated, albeit faster version of Winlink? So Winlink is email. You can do email things with it. You can send attachments, even though it can take a long time, depending on the mode. You can do, the forms, emergency forms, that kind of stuff. So it's email things. Winlink doesn't really have a group chat capability like this. Like, I could just go to HRCC chat and just start typing and just have a conversation with people. Now, they can talk at the same time I'm talking, and we could just collide with each other all through the livelong day, but it is the opposite of Winlink, which is a one-to-one connection only, or VAR AC for that matter. VAR AC is a one-to-one. It's peer communication only. This is a group chat function, which is highly, highly effective if you're in like a situation like this where there's lots of people on the air, and you may have a bulletin or something. You want to get out to many people, and so having these group messages is actually a really good way. It's both, Tom. It's both. It can be keyboard to keyboard, and that works just fine. And to be honest with you, the whole video would be over in 15 minutes if that was all it did. But it goes way deeper than that with the messaging, the storing, the forwarding, the relaying messages through other stations, all of that.
Yeah, that's the keyboard to keyboard is the easy part. Like, I can do that, but it's all the relaying, and I just don't understand all this stuff. And this is what, the third time we've done this, and it's already 8 o'clock now.
That fast, kids. That's how fast it goes.
But that's pretty cool.
Hem until it hurts. They're different technologies, right? So VAR AC is built on FT8 or WSJTX, and JS8CALL is built on WSJTX and FT8, versus VAR AC is built on Vara. Vara is peer-to-peer. It's one connection. And while, yes, you can send broadcast messages in VAR AC, it's not as effective as this is. This is more effective. Okay. Mike.
Yes.
It is saying, yes, you have a message, and it's message ID 4 for HRCC. So I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to say directed message. I'm going to say ID 4, and I'm going to fire that off. Oh, we got Jason downloading it. Jason's downloaded it. He just said it. I saw it just a second ago.
So I just sent you the message. Now you're sending me, send me message ID 4. So then I'm going to.
Well, I don't know, because we'll see. Because I'm technically querying the HRCC group. I'm not querying Mike KMRD specifically. So the fact that there could be multiple listening stations with 4 as the ID for a message for the group means that hypothetically anyone's going to reply with the 4. So you got it? Hit yes.
Yeah. So theoretically, so basically everyone heard that.
Yes, everyone heard
got
that.
This transmission for auto reply.
Maybe. We'll see. You can tell us in the chat if you're on HRCC, you're going to get Mike's message at one time. Hopefully that's ideal, because then you only need to pull the bulletin like once and then multiple people get it versus it being directed, which is obviously the case because we're all just on this station, these frequencies listening at the same time.
Paul Jameson, don't be too quick to judge. I can do very little. But this is the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh, excellent. The popper of the surf. I've only been demonetized twice now playing that on a live stream when I got a little too sauced.
Spreading the good word about Jack Sparrow. And
oh, yeah, buddy.
That's a bunch of crap. What's up, Denny's?
We've got every show I try to give a new meme to Mike. The first was Captain Jack Sparrow, and then it was
well, they're not memes, they're videos.
Well, they're memes basically. They're just in video form. The last one was, or the one before that was, what the fuck is up, Denny's? And then most recently is the lady at the town hall meeting. I don't know why I'm here, and I don't know what I'm doing, but there's a reason. Okay, so K8MRD, I now have a flag next to him. If I go to show message inbox, and there it is. This is the tail of Captain Jack Sparrow from K8MRD. So, yes, it worked. And so, interesting. What did it do there? I wanted to reply to him. I just lost it.
No replies for you.
Oh, it's transmitting. I'm apparently transmitting. Somebody is has queried me for messages. And KQ4PDG has a message as well. Show message inbox. No traffic from Middle Tennessee from KC4NEH. So there you go.
N6KEN says, "What's up, Mike?" Just doing a live stream.
Mm-hmm.
So really, for keyboard to keyboard, this is really easy. But if you want to dive deeper into this, you almost kind of have to have a comms plan with other people.
Kind of. I think that I can get pretty far. I think I could get pretty far from just going all call and then like querying if they can hear you, for instance, or somebody. And just assume that like maybe our
messages.
Yeah, I guess. If you have a comms plan in the sense that like turn your computer and radio on every 3 hours for 15 minutes or whatever, then yeah, this would help because then you'd both be on at the same time. You'd be listening. You could send messages back and forth. But you still may need to leverage that relay capability to be effective with this mode.
Yeah, we haven't gotten into that.
I mean, we always love this one. We always love to do this one. So let's see. I'm gonna go all call. We're gonna do it. We're gonna relay a message to Mike through another station. They love it when you do this. All right. So I'm gonna right-click all call. I'm gonna go direct it again, and I'm gonna query call sign. Please acknowledge you can communicate directly with K8MRD in this case. Oh, I'm messaging. I'm messaging again. I'm auto replying. All right, we're gonna turn off auto replies for this.
Guys, I'm not gonna. Well, apparently I am replying. I'm going to try not to reply so we can move along with this stream, but I did something.
Yeah, probably stop transmitting, so turn off auto.
I don't know what just transmitted.
Mike, if you just click the green TX button at the top, it'll go gray, and you will no longer be able to transmit.
That's probably best for the whole ham radio community.
So Paul says, considering this over RF, would you log a QSO from JS8? Absolutely. If you exchange call sign, location, not even location, just signal report, which you get, because you can see like the messages there are all in dB, right? Yeah, yes, you can log. And there's a button for logging.
Practical way to log, say like you wanted to do POTA.
You just hit the log button.
But where is,
There's literally a button for log, and you can just log it. Yes, you absolutely can.
Son of a gun.
Yeah.
Son of a gun. Look at that. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, so okay, got a lot of messages coming in. Mike is standing by, so I'm going to all call, directed messages, query call sign, K8MRD. Oh, nope, I screwed that up. I'm going to hit halt. Right-click, directed messages, query call sign, K8MRD, and hit enter.
Guess I should enable my transmitter again, huh?
It'll.
No.
Well, no, you're going to receive the message. You're not going to be transmitting anything back.
Oh, you don't need me to transmit? Okay.
I don't think so, not for this.
We'll find out.
Only the acknowledgement would he be able to transmit or need to transmit.
You don't need to send an acknowledgement, though, do you?
Well, it lets the other station know. If you're running an unattended station, it lets the other station know that that message got delivered.
But you shouldn't.
It's kind of the same way APRS works.
APRS doesn't work.
All right, so oh boy, we got a lot of people. Who hears them the loudest? Let's see. Who do I hear the loudest? No, I'm currently querying for who can hear you the best, and it looks like it's KW4LU. So I'm gonna find him.
Jeez, +10.
Yeah. So
how well is he hearing you, Josh?
I'm hearing him at a -5. I don't know how well he's hearing me, but that's okay for right now. So I'm going to directed message. I'm going to go to, please relay this message to its destination. And in fact, I'm going to hide you guys for a second because you're blocking the view here. Sorry. So I'm going to right-click.
Ask who can hear me.
Direct it. Yeah.
Direct it. Okay.
And then I'm going to say relay this message to its destination. And so it goes, I think. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that one. Sorry. Different one.
Go?
Different one. Right-click, directed messages. Please store this message at your station. Yeah, this one. So this is, I'm sending a message to K8MRD, and I want him to store it.
Which message did you hit?
I'll show you in a second.
Please store this message at your station for later retrieval.
Yeah.
That's not the one you want. That's not a relay.
I want him to store it in his inbox.
How would I know I have a message from that guy?
You're gonna see. You're gonna see.
Okay. I want to know now.
Okay. So I right-clicked on K4L. KW4LU. Directed messages, and then I went to message to call sign. So I have to put in K8MRD, and then next to that, the message. So space the message. And what it says next to it is, please store this message at your station for later retrieval by call sign. So that's the first one. He's going to store a message for you. And so he can hear you. Maybe I can't hear you directly. So I'm going to have him store a message for me. And then we're going to do the next one.
Making JS8 call great again.
So, okay, that's that one. So he's technically storing a message for you, which you may get notification of that or not. We'll do that in a second. And then the other one is, it's like a caret, right arrow that says message, and then please relay this message to its destination, which is a little vague because it's like, how is he supposed to know? So you go K8MRD. This is a relay message. I don't want to make it too long. And so hypothetically, this should go from KW4LU to you directly, Mike, and we shall see if this works. I think that's the correct way to do this. I only do this once a year, right? Yeah, everybody start just... Oh, did you get... What was the message you got, Mike?
It says I got a new message from K8DSE.
Oh, different person. No, don't reply. No!
Damn it. Well, I got transmit off. Ha ha!
Just wait. Let's see if it works. This guy's like, my God. KW4LU's like, I don't want to be your message mule on JS8 call.
During a live stream.
During a live stream.
All right, here comes something.
Hey, he's in the chat. What's up? Or, oh, Shannon. I don't want to assume. There's two people in that image. And Shannon could be either way. So respect and thank you, buddy. Looks like you're riding somewhere. Both of you are on a motorcycle. That's awesome.
Okay. So you just relayed that through him.
Yes. Did you get it?
Okay. Yeah, it says this is a relay message, DEKI6NAZ. Do I need to acknowledge this? Sure.
Okay. Thank you. We got dude confirmation. Thank you. So there you go. So we just relayed a message through another station to get to you, Mike. Now,
this guy said he had a message.
I think personally that while that relay functionality was what we had to depend on using JS8 call for a while, the grouping system kind of replaces all of that. And I think it does it in a bit more streamlined way.
The acknowledgement also has to come back through that relay, Mike.
Yeah.
Well, good. We're putting Shannon to work. Thanks for being part of the stream. But then there's like, store this message for this guy.
Yes.
How would anybody know that some random person has a message for
Mike, we covered it a little bit earlier. Right-click on all call. Right-click on all call. Go to directed message, and then query messages. So directed message, query messages. Do you have any messages for me? Try it. Try it, Mike. Try it. Go ahead. Try
Wait,
it.
I just hit query messages.
Yeah, that's what you want. You're querying messages
Oh, do
from
you have
all
email?
call,
Yeah, I see.
meaning
I see.
everyone in all call, which is the entire world that can hear you and you can hear. You're saying, tell me if you got messages for me. I want them. I want my messages. They're my messages, and I want them now.
If they're on the air.
Well, yeah, but that's...
So the likelihood
well,
of you
wait, no,
missing
Mike,
a
no.
message
No.
is high.
No. Hypothetically, this is not necessarily copacetic to ham radio, depending on how you look at it. If you just leave this running, it'll do its thing while you're not there, right? So,
Yep.
yeah, they could have an inbox message waiting for you, and they are not there, and it might automatically reply to you saying, oh, yeah, here you go, boom.
I have message ID 78.
In theory,
How come I
you
don't
should
have a
query
flag
for
next to him? Go ahead.
in theory, you should query for messages every time you fire up JSA call.
You should. Yep. Great call,
Okay.
Jason.
if you're
Great call.
interested.
But
Now-
I don't have a flag, so KB8UVN said, yeah, he's got a message for me.
Now, just wait. Just wait. But did you get one back from KW4LU? Didn't he say he was holding a message for you?
No.
Okay, we might have jumped the gun on a little bit on that one because he might have been relaying the ACK message from you to me that he was able to successfully relay.
Okay.
So you might have to do a second query.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah. And so, yeah, Gaston, the tech prepper, I did message him earlier on Instagram. I did not hear back. Otherwise, I might have thrown him a message, too, get him out here, because he's kind of a JS8CALL pro as well.
Yeah, he's hardcore into it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So we may do a video with him in the future, because I imagine this update is huge. So it's K8MRD is saying, yeah, he's querying for messages. I have a message for K8MRD. I didn't even know I had one. So maybe someone stored a message in my inbox for K8MRD. Ken.
So that would be from
I know.
Shannon then.
Maybe.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. You have to pull it up and see.
RAC now has email.
Guys, this is a
Oh, that's
JS8CALL show. It's not about VARAC. VARAC is good. I've done videos on that too. This is about JS8CALL. This isn't a competition. These are just things for you all to know. You need to know all of it. They're free software. You should use them all. Except Vara, which you should buy Vara. It's fantastic.
Yes, I paid my $69. The transmission is queued, but this is somebody wanting me to send my message, right?
Yeah, don't do that one right now. Just wait.
Sorry, buddy. So I want to get message 70. I'm curious what this guy has for me.
I'm getting an woo from K0UW. Literally, woo is his suffix. That's hilarious.
What does that mean?
Woo. That?
I don't know what that means.
Look it up. Don't do it right now.
Okay, so now you have message 35.
Mike, for
Wow.
as internet savvy as Mike is, Mike doesn't understand
I can use
memes.
the internet.
He is not terminally online.
No, I don't care about all that crap.
What's up, Brooks? Wow, with a $19 super chat. Do not do it live. We're not doing that live.
What?
Looking up woo.
Oh.
Oh, so you're querying me now. Okay. Query for 34
Well,
or
yeah,
35.
you said you had a message for me.
We got it. Yeah, okay.
Send it now.
Well, but you got to type in the number you want. Oh, you're doing it now.
did.
Never mind. It's coming through.
See, I learned something.
Maybe?
And I'm not drinking, so maybe I'll retain this. I'll get a drink for the after show.
Okay. So I didn't get your follow-on. Like, I didn't get the number, so you're going to have to resend it.
Son of a bitch. It's not even dark yet. 20 should still be open. What was it? 35?
Can I get ooh-woos in the chat, everybody?
Is that some anime thing?
It's like a V-girl thing.
I don't know what a V-girl is.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Mike. After chat stuff.
I don't want a bunch of messages about this either. I should stop reading. I should stop reading my K at MRD at iCloud.
It's a term of infection. That's really funny.
Yeah, you are not wrong, Mike. Are you getting my message yet?
Yes. It says your TX. What? Ah, yes. Okay. Transmission. KWD. Keep hamming harder, brother. From. I am getting relayed. Okay, hold on. So I got to stop that one because hypothetically that popped up over the request from Mike on message 35. Oh, interesting. So I think your request got time. Yeah, the radar was jammed, Mike. You got the raspberry.
So I got to do it a third time now?
Yeah, everybody
Stop
pause.
Sending Josh messages. We're trying to do this, and if you guys are all messaging us, it won't work.
K5VOP, he knows he's buzzing.
No.
His radio's buzzing, not him literally. Stop asking me.
This is the only time of year where JS8CALL is active. We want to actually be able to do something with this. This is
no
cool.
one dares give me the raspberry. Thing. Yes, the messages are great. Lone Star.
I can't believe they're not calling the new Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money.
That's what it's supposed to. It's foretold in the first movie.
They literally said it. Who knows? Maybe we'll get together in the sequel, Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money.
Yeah.
But how cool is that they got Rick Moranis out of retirement?
Not only that, freaking Mel Brooks is going to be in it.
Well, he's yogurt.
Oh, I see what happened. That's my bad. Okay, Mike, that's on me. Yes, I was supposed to relay the message. So send it again. Third time's the charm. You'll get it.
This will be the fourth.
Message anytime. Anytime now, buddy. Anytime. I realized what happened was somebody did indeed store a message in my inbox. Normally, I leave my JS8 to just auto reply, but now I'm actively looking at it because I'm getting too many hits. So we got it. This is the last one. We're good.
I mean, as much as I love hearing this interference.
We all love that. That's how you know the radio's working.
He can't hide.
I've got all kinds of chokes on the cables for my mixer, too.
You probably have just a weird connection. You probably just go and disconnect, reconnect everything.
Yeah. Because I don't remember having. Because I used to live stream on Tuesdays, and I did FT8, and I don't think that happened.
Oh, Gregory, it's a live show. We like the craziness that happens during the whole thing. So, I didn't get a pop up.
What?
I didn't even get a pop up.
I see what he's saying. Yeah. Well, the problem is that Ham Alert exists, so everybody would know where we are anyway.
Yeah. Wait, so Mike, what happened? Did you get a message from me? Did you right click and did you have it?
No, I'm waiting.
Because it didn't do the pop up
again.
Do it again, buddy. This is not a problem with JS8CALL. It's a problem with me getting lots of messages and also me not realizing what I was doing at that moment.
So I gotta send message 30. Is it still message 35? Yeah.
Yeah, it should be. Let's go with yes, it is.
We good to go? Or
it didn't have the little extension. So I think you had a weird. Yeah. Go ahead, do it again, just like that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just typing 35 in place of where the brackets are.
Yeah, but it didn't have the ZD1 at the end. So do it now, and does it show ZD1?
No.
Well, you haven't sent it yet.
Hang on.
No. Yeah, there you go. Do it.
Directed to query message, right?
Yep.
Message ID.
Yep. 35.
35.
Okay, send it. Yeah. See how it says ZG1?
Yeah, Zulu Delta 1. It
Zulu Delta 1.
On all of them.
I didn't get it on the last one, so it must have dropped. By the way, those characters are vital for this to work correctly.
The checksum.
I don't know. I think it might actually have other things, because I think it's the same one that gets used all the time.
I'm interested in these cat girls that Kilo Zero Uwu is talking about.
That's where it's from a little bit. They're included.
What is it?
If it's the same message, Josh, wouldn't it be the same checksum?
Probably. But he doesn't know the checksum yet. So it's
what the hell a checksum is.
Those characters that Mike adds, I think that is some kind of something the program uses to determine what they're doing, what it's doing.
It's like a PC load letter.
That's right, and we know what that means.
So did you get it, or
I'm doing it? I'm sending it to you right now.
Oh, okay. Click here for local cat girls in your area.
Are you getting that over JSA call?
Click. Yeah, W4NCH that said at all call. Click
Oh
here for
my
local
God.
cat girls in your area.
So there you go.
I mean, I have a cat. Does that make me a cat boy?
No, it's more about what you choose to look like.
What are they, furries? Is that what they're called?
No, that's not necessarily the same thing.
All right. Well, I'm not getting anything from you.
You didn't hear me? I sent it.
That'd be a negative, Lone Star.
Oh, were you transmitting? No, you weren't. I don't think so.
No.
Oh, the band might be dying to you.
I'm just sitting here.
Well, I promise it works. We already tested it did, so there we go.
I want to know the message. All right, let's try.
Oh, I'll read it to you. It's keep hamming harder, brother, from
Oh,
AC3IK.
I will. Thanks. That's Ed, isn't it? Yeah.
Ah, ZD1 is the compression mode. There you go.
Hey,
Thank you,
Kilo
David.
Golf 2 Mike. Mike is on here. What's up, Mike? Who was that? There was an 8-station message on KB8UVN.
I don't know
So
why I
if
find
go
that so funny.
here,
MK Me Lab, that's funny.
He said, where the hell did he go?
Hey, what's up?
78.
KG2
Let's see
MM's
if
in the
this
chat.
guy
Big
can
Mike.
work.
There is no ludicrous speed yet. We need that. We definitely want that.
Hey, by the way, going back to the acknowledgement thing for a second, if you don't acknowledge the message was received, it will still be sitting there waiting for you next time.
Yeah.
Only when it gets an
okay.
acknowledgement does it clear it.
All right. I think we hit all the major things. The group messaging is going to be a fun thing for everybody playing around. So I'm going to leave this running. If anybody would like to send messages or add things to the HRCC inbox, we'll check in later for the after chat. Hey, if you're not doing anything with the next couple of hours, why don't you join us on the after chat? We're going to wrap up this live stream and go to a new one where we take your questions live. They could be about anything. Ham radio related, preferred. But we might get crazy and talk about other things. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you join us out there. Gentlemen, anything you want to mention before we wrap up? I'm gonna pull let's remove the pin there. There we go. Mike, Jason, anything you want to mention? What do you guys got going on? What are you up to? Go back to your self view, Mike.
I've been playing with APRS over HF, which takes out the restriction of Digipeater not being in your area because you can go out over 40 meters.
Yeah, Mike, did you ever think about that? Why don't you just do APRS over HF?
Do you know
With
how many
Vara.
people have commented on my APRS videos that you can do it over HF?
So
There's
maybe
like
that
so
was
many
the
other modes I would use before I used APRS.
But you could
over
spot
HF.
yourself. You could spot yourself via APRS over HF, Mike.
Okay, so you know what?
Yeah.
Let me give a plug here really quick.
Okay, plug it up.
And I haven't done a video on this because I haven't been out of cell phone range. If you're on Apple, there is an app called Offline Spotter.
Oh.
And what this does is it uses Apple's satellites.
Oh.
Theoretically, for the first, I think, year or two that you buy an iOS device, you get like free texting over satellites, but they've never turned that off. So this uses the satellites, and it'll open up and it'll tell you when the next pass is and tell you which way to point it. So you can spot yourself via satellite from your iPhone with this app.
I'm downloading this right now.
And the guy, I've probably had this for like a year, and I have not been to a place where I haven't had internet to make a video about this. And I feel bad because I think this is fantastic.
He's charging $1?
Yeah.
No, that's good. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna test it.
Somewhere
go.
I have I have like 9 free codes for it. Maybe
Gosh.
you know what? I'll dig those out, and maybe if you want to give them away on the live stream.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'll do that.
Josh,
Yes,
you're
sir.
a software developer and you're complaining about $1.
Oh yeah, no, I just did it.
Or maybe I should save the codes. I don't know. Screw it. We'll give them away.
Okay. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Oh, Jason, anything you want to mention? You've been making some videos about a certain radio, some other things going on. What else are you up to? Like your hat, by the way, there, bud.
Thank you, sir. I was happy to see APRS fixed in the FTX. I was stoked.
Yes.
So, but other than that, literally, I've been playing with HF APRS using Vara.
Oh, okay.
So, in fact, tomorrow I'll be running a test on that during a road trip. So dash 15 will be the SSID.
So what are you using to make that happen? What devices are you using to do HF over or APRS over HF?
So I'm using Vara HF and I'm using Yak, and tomorrow I'll be tying that to the 891 in the truck.
Ah, okay. So you do have a Pi or something connected to it.
Yeah, one of my laptops, not a Pi.
But a computer. The computer's doing the work.
Yes,
okay, gotcha.
yes.
So that's
a
your
Linux machine, though, so nobody's going to be able to follow his instructions.
That's your TNC in this case.
Vara is the TNC in this case.
Yeah, that's a. Vara is the. Oh, wait. Vara FM is not a TNC.
Vara HF, and no, it's not a TNC. It's carrying the modem itself, though, is carrying the packets generated by Yak.
Ah, okay, got it. Okay, so you still use Vara for it. Huh, okay, I have to look into this. We'll have to talk about this. I'll be waiting for your video to set it up. Excellent. All right, gentlemen. Well, thank you. If you want to join us on the after chat, I would very much appreciate it if you'd like to hang out till I wrap up. But I'm going to close things up here by saying a big thank you to the patrons. There we go. Thank you, Patreon, for supporting. I just posted Patreon picks vote this week for these guys right here. Well, these guys and gals right here. The vote, because we were doing this stream today, was kind of important. I wanted to do the JS8CALL stream, and so I moved patron picks to next week. So if you are so inclined, you want to vote for next week's live stream, join the Patreon down below. But yeah, thanks everybody. I do appreciate all the support. What was it? We had a discussion. It was a back and forth a bit. Oh yeah, so looking for new stream ideas. So if you are on the Patreon anywhere, just reply to the broadcast channel. And feel free to add your thoughts, and we'll add them to the rotation for the vote. But yeah, so it's been a lot of fun being able to talk to folks and get some direct messaging going on. If you want to message me directly, that's another good way, but I am on all the socials as well. Big shout out to the creators over on JS8CALL, and in fact, I want to make sure that we give a shout out because we did get a message from Jordan, or Jordan did message that in the show notes. Jordan is the creator. I'm going to make sure to show his website again, and the link is in the video description. Hey, we're back, baby. JS8CALL is one of my favorite modes of operation, so the fact that we've got a working version of it that you can download right now, it was working before, but updates, some serious updates that we wanted. This is really, really good news. I'm really excited about it. So
it's good to see more work just being done with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it felt like it was abandoned forever.
And I think that the effort that they went through to remove, what was it, the Fortran stuff? Is it Fortran, I think? Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
The fact that they got rid of that means that hypothetically, this could be ported to other platforms for use. It's obviously your major computing platforms, but that doesn't mean that it can't move into some of the iOS type stuff, website stuff in the future. But if we go down, where is it? Let's go down to the bottom here. And there is a shout out. Where's the shout out? Where is it? Oh, I lost it. Right there. So special thanks to Barzanetta, Joe K0OG, R. Ruchti, and Midwest Air, as well as, of course, Jordan, for all the work that they have done to bring the update. Big fans. Appreciate what you guys do. Thank you so much. And yeah, we're wrapping things up here. So 73 to y'all. We'll see you in the after chat. Join us there and keep blasting us with the JSA call. We'll have fun. 73, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.